So a little bit of time has passed since my previous video. A lot has changed. The officer has since been arrested. Um, don't think that's enough because I think the other officers that were there, they just kind of stood by and let this whole thing happen. I think they're just as guilty and they need to be arrested as well. Um, but I want to talk about our white allies, so to speak. Um, if you are white and you're calling yourself an ally, I don't think it's enough to say that I'm not racist. I think if you really want to call yourself an ally, I think more than ever, it's more important for you to be anti-racist than to just be non-racist, if that makes any sense. You can't just sit back and be like, I'm not a part of this. No, you need to step up and show that this is wrong. The reason why it's very important to get a lot of our white allies to stand by us. Are you guys familiar with Philip Harbin? Probably not. I'm going to share this article that was actually shared to me by a friend of mine from a Facebook post that went viral from a lady named Delta Catherine Harbin. And she's talking about a situation that happened to her husband, 31 years old, father of two. Let me read exactly what went down. This is from Delta's post. It says, "My husband wanted to do me a favor one night when he got home late from work. He got my keys and drove around the corner to fill my tank at the gas station. While there, an older white woman was at a pump across from him, and he noticed she appeared very nervous and stared at him. He said she got in her vehicle and got on her phone and pulled off to an area near the gas station. Within minutes, police cars pulled in and surrounded him. He was questioned about why he was out. He was questioned about his activity earlier in the day. He was told he fit a description. They asked whose car he was driving. He was told he could not leave. He was told the description was simply a black man. Not a 5'7" black man of around 220 pounds who loves WWE, macaroni and cheese, and the Temptations. Just black. The older woman was now watching, and the cops revealed she had called in his suspicious behavior of pumping gas. And now he was a suspect because he fit the description of black. He was humiliated, he was emasculated, he was angry, he was helpless. He was on his way to being cuffed when a white man stepped in." Now listen very carefully to this part. "An older white man told the officers they were wrong and that my husband had come from a different direction than the robbery they had mentioned. The officers released my husband after this, not because my husband told them multiple times he was innocent, not because there were two car seats in the back of my car. My husband's voice meant nothing. The only voice that penetrated those badges was a white one. My hard-working, kind-hearted, silly husband was guilty because of his skin, and there was absolutely nothing he could do about it. The sight of him caused the woman to call the police." If this article does not get you angry, then you're a part of the problem. Now, a lot of white people want to know why we're calling for your help. This is why. Because we've been protesting for years. Now, mind you, I want to get one thing straight. I don't support the looting. I don't support the vandalism that's taken place. I don't call those protesters. Me personally, I call them rioters. If you are out there peacefully protesting and doing the right thing, you have the right to be called a protester. But if you're out there destroying things, if you're out there hurting people, vandalizing buildings, destroying businesses that have nothing to do with the cause, you're a rioter. Plain and simple. You're a rioter. You're not a protester. You are a rioter. Okay? And destroying things, cussing at the cops. By the way, not all the cops are responsible, but I digress. All this damage that's being done is counterproductive because now you're giving more of a reason for cops to kill us. That's not what we want. I completely understand the anger. I'm just as upset. At the same time, we need to figure out what is the best way to take care of this problem. We've gone through years and years and years of this treatment. And the only reason why it's getting more attention now, and it's like what my favorite actor Will Smith said, racism is not getting worse. It's always been this bad. There's only one difference. It's just being filmed. I wonder what would have happened if nobody filmed the George Floyd murder. I wonder what would be going on today had that not been caught on camera. Would we all care? Would we all know what's going on? And as for the years and years of protesting and trying to figure out ways to solve this problem, apparently our voices aren't loud enough and nobody wants to listen to us, okay? That's why we need your help. Because let's be real, white privilege is a real thing. Not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it exists. If you don't think it exists, you're in complete denial. What we are asking is for you guys to use your white privilege and use your privileged voices to stand up for what is right. If you really, really, really feel like this is wrong and you really call yourself anti-racist, now is your opportunity to lend a helping hand and try to help us take that step forward in figuring out a solution to this. I think one good way to start is to make sure all of those cops are arrested. What I do suggest is that we get a lot more assistance from our white brothers and sisters, because it seems like you guys are the only ones that they're going to listen to. We've tried speaking. We've tried doing whatever we could. We've tried silently protesting by kneeling. People are out there rioting. People are out there peacefully protesting. We're doing so many things, but I'm wondering if people are actually listening, if people are actually paying attention, or if this is just going to be another one of those situations where, oh, okay, another march, another protest, another riot, more black people get killed, more cops get killed that had nothing to do with the situation, that are just doing their job. All this stuff is a vicious cycle, and we go back to nothing getting done. I'm going to close with this. Stop saying all lives matter when you hear somebody say Black Lives Matter. Please. It gets on my damn nerves. Do not say all lives matter, because we know that, okay? I had a friend of mine on this platform called Rizzle. There's a gentleman there named Ricky Valero, okay? And he said, all lives don't matter if black lives don't. So if somebody says Black Lives Matter and you reply with no, all lives matter, you're missing the entire point. And you're downplaying how powerful Black Lives Matter, that phrase, is. I don't think we have to go to the lengths of having to change the phrase from Black Lives Matter to Black Lives Matter too. Black Lives Matter also. Black Lives Matter just as much as your life. Black Lives Matter just as much as all lives. Black Lives Matter. Period. Get that through your head, please. Because by downplaying it, you're downplaying the message and you're turning a blind eye to all the stuff that we've been going through for years. So with that being said, I'm done ranting once again. I'm sure you guys are sick and tired of hearing me, but I feel like I have to speak up because this hits home, okay? Till this day, I'm terrified of driving by myself because I know what I look like. And I know this right here says that I'm guilty immediately. This right here says that there's no explanation needed to arrest me or kill me. So once again, I'm done with another rant. Please, whatever you guys can do to create some more dialogue about this subject and somehow come together to create change, let's make it happen. All right, much love.